Welcome to this video on AutoTrack. AutoTrack is an exciting new feature which will automatically track and record your drives. You don't have to do anything. It will automatically do that, as we will be showing very soon. We assume at this point that you're either interested in purchasing this particular feature or you already have. This particular feature, AutoTrack, requires a subscription. And the subscription can be purchased either monthly or yearly. Now, the subscriptions are automatically renewing. So if you purchase the monthly, what will happen is that each month you'll be charged the $3.99 price. And if you subscribe yearly, each year you'll pay the $39.99 price, and each year it will automatically renew. Now, at any time I should say that you do get a free month regardless if you sign up for the monthly or the yearly. You get one free month to evaluate the feature. And at any time you can cancel out during the trial period and not be charged. But once you do get charged for a month or a year, that is that you're committed to that. But you can cancel at any time during the month. You just will not renew that following month. Similarly, if you renew for a year and then cancel, you will not be you will not auto renew for that following year. So let's really get into this feature. It's an exciting new feature. I'm using a simulator running model tracker, but hopefully at the time you're watching this, the feature will be rolled out into our other apps, Expense Tracker and Biz Expense Tracker. Feature is identical in all three apps, and we'll be able to show you that. The first thing I'd like to show you is that I've got right now an empty log view screen. This is the log view screen that lists all your logs. And first what we're going to do is just create a new log, and we'll just name it February 2015. Save that. Now these other settings, if you're familiar with the app, these are all optional. These are for your use only. So the only real thing you should do is give a log a name. But once you save a log, it will come up with this screen, which you should be familiar with, and showing no entries for this log. Now you'll notice that there's a new button here that says Drives. And when you tap on it, it's going to come up with this screen if you're not subscribed to AutoTrack. And this talks about what the feature will actually do, and I'm going to show you that, so there's no need to go into this description, except for the fact that it's by subscription, either 1 month, like I said before, or 1 year, auto-renewing. And if you were to want to subscribe, you can subscribe into this screen here and click the check out subscription options. So this is not actually yet subscribing. This is only checking out, showing you the options. And we can click on that, and it'll show you your options here, that you get a free month subscription, a free month period before you're actually charged, and that the charges are $3.99 a month, or for a year $39.99 a year. And this is equivalent of paying for 10 months and getting actually 2 months free. So you're paying for 10 and getting 12 months. So let's cancel this out here. Now I'm going to close this screen. We're going to look at this in a moment in very much detail, because that's really the heart of the app, or heart of the feature. But let's go back here, go into the pref screen. Now this is where a second place where you can actually purchase the AutoTrack feature. If you tap on this button, what it'll do is it'll give you that familiar screen that we just saw before, which allow you to subscribe or not subscribe, whichever you wish. But I'm going to go through the process of subscribing. This is actually not going to go through because we're running on a simulator, but I just want to have you get the idea of what the screen is going to look like. So when you say you want to subscribe monthly, we haven't done it yet. I mean, we're still walking through. You can get out of this at any point, but we're going to use an existing Apple ID, and I'm just going to do fictitious Apple ID. Just enter a fictitious password there. Okay. And it's going to ask you, do you want to subscribe with a free trial of 1 month? And what happens is it makes it very clear that this 1 month will auto-renew every month. So at the end of the free trial, you'll get charged $3.99, and then subsequent every month, you'll get charged $3.99. Now I'm going to cancel that. Now let's say you chose yearly. I'm going to subscribe yearly. And we're just going to enter in our password again. Let's see. So the password I just made up. So, and let's see. And there it is. It talks about the free trial of 1 month. This is a 1-year subscription. Once you get charged the $39.99, then at the end of that year time, you'll get charged again $39.99. But you can, during that 1 year, you can cancel, but you have committed for that $39.99 once your free 1 month trial ends. So I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to cancel this. And then I'm going to do something off screen here. And let's see, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to go off screen here. And I'm actually pretending as if we did subscribe. And I'll let that load up here. And I'm going to be able to show you some interesting things about this feature. Now, while that's doing that, the feature tracks your every movement and records the distance you've moved, and allows you to then further record those. Let's see here. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Now, the first thing you want to do is when you subscribe, it's going to enable the feature. And you're going to see this screen come up. Allow AutoTracker to access your location. You really need to say allow. If you say don't allow, the feature is not going to work, and then you're going to have to go into your preferences, the settings app on your device, and then go into privacy, and then location services, and enable the app you're using to allow it. But if you say allow here, which you'll be home free, you won't have to deal with that. So once we do allow, right now, the feature is enabled. So what the feature is doing is it's watching your location and then tracking your movements and then recording them to that drive screen we saw before. Now you might wonder, what's this little red icon here of the car? Well, that means that the feature is enabled. So if you come into AutoTracker and you don't see that, that means that you've disabled the feature. And the way you disable the feature is one of 3 ways. Actually, it's the same way, but in 3 different screens. So right now in the log view screen, we tap the title bar, anywhere in the title bar, and it'll disable AutoTrack. Tap it again, it enables it. And you know it's enabled because you see the little red car there. So we're going to go into the drive screen. And this time we don't see the subscription offer because we've already subscribed. And actually, before we do that, let me go back. Let me go back into Prefs. I want to show you one important thing. This is inside of Prefs in the AutoTrack subscription. Once you've subscribed, this is the heart of where you'll know when your subscription ends and what subscription you've subscribed to. So this I've made it so it's a monthly subscription. And I'm doing this on February 5th, 2015. I've just made it expire February 6th. Now, obviously, if you've subscribed for a month, it's going to expire a month from the day you subscribe. And what's nice about the auto-renew is that you don't have to do anything. It'll auto-renew a day or so before it's set to subscribe, so you will not see any interrupted service. Now, if you click on this button here, I'm not going to click on it now, it will bring you to your iTunes subscription management page. Now, this is in iTunes. It'll leave the app, go into iTunes. So if you ever want to manage your subscription, check out any more details, just tap on here. So that's that for that. Let's go back into the drive screen. We're going to get the screen that says we don't have any drives. Yes, know that. Now what I want to show you now is a simulation of a drive. Now off screen I'm going to enable something which makes the simulator think that we've gone for a drive and we're leaving Apple headquarters and driving on, I think it's Interstate 280 or something like that. So I'm going to do that, and I want you to watch the screen. While I do this off screen, I'm going to set for a drive, and we're just gonna wait here. Now, a moment or so, the drive is getting started here, and we're just going to take a look and see. Once the drive gets going, the screen will update. I think I did that. There it is. Okay, good. Now that might happen quicker. I think it's because I was in the simulator. But once, I believe, if you go 0.1 mile, it'll start updating. And look what's going on now. The app is tracking our movement. It's seeing that we've left. It's not quite Apple headquarters, but it's near Apple headquarters in Cupertino, and we're on the 280, heading north. It says. And you'll see the miles click away, 0.9 miles. It indicates that we're currently tracking. Now, you might wonder what else we have in this screen. Well, I'm going to show you that in a moment, but I wanted to show you the key feature here. The key item here is that it's currently tracking. It's showing you an up-to-date status of what's going on. I'll talk about these other buttons at the bottom and this add button in a moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the location movement. I'm going to stop that. And what will happen is that the app will detect that you've been idle for quite some time. And being idle for quite some time, and I'm not going to say it's probably around about 5 minutes. If you're idle for about 5 minutes, in the simulator, this might happen quicker, but the entry will then stop currently tracking. It'll record your stop location, and then you'll be all set to add this entry. So what I want to do here is, I'm not going to show you that right now. Assume that happens after 5 minutes. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to now load a predetermined set of drives that I've already recorded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, back up, restore. Now off screen, what I'm doing is I'm entering this address and restoring a file that has a whole bunch of drives, which I want to show you how to really utilize the feature. So here they are. So what this shows is that several drives have taken place. So here we go from this location to this location. We park and we do whatever we have to do, and there's a 7-minute gap. So this particular leg of our travels is recorded. Then there's this distance here where we go perhaps just maybe across the street or down the road, actually 0.4 miles, maybe to the next area, shopping center, whatever we're doing, and that records that. Then we're in that particular store or visiting that particular client for 8 minutes, which is more than the 5-minute threshold, and it records this particular leg, and so on and so forth. Now, what's interesting that I want to show you here is that, say these two you want to combine. Very simple. All you need to do is tap on this, What I've done is just tapped on that one field, and it'll combine it. So the distance between this particular location and this location, the two have been combined, made to one particular leg. You can continue to do this if you so wish, so that this is one complete entry. Very simple. And then when you're ready, say we do want to combine all this and add it to our recorded mileage entries, we just hit this add button. Now what is this add button doing? The add button is showing us the location where we're from, location we're going to, and then any description we want to add, and then it also gives us this option to assign an optional name. So what we can actually do here is click on this, enter the word, say this is our home, save this, and then we can put a description here. Day of visiting clients, perhaps. Save that. And hit this, save. And then here we go. Now what I've done is I've gone into the mileage list screen. There's our entry showing we're going from home to this particular address. And then the 20 miles and the particular allowance. So let's go back to drives. Now, what you notice what it did was it removed all those drives because we already have recorded. So what it does is what it'll allow you to do is record it and then automatically delete the entry from the drive. So let me go back. I'm going to load this particular file again so we can show for instructional purposes. I'm going to load that again. I want to show you some of the other features. Okay. Back into drives. There they are again. So what else can you do? Say you want to add several entries, keep them separate. You can just tap on the left portion. Anywhere in this left portion near the time, you can tap it to to place a check mark next to it. And then when you're ready, you can click the Add Checked, and it'll add those 3 items. Now in this case, we have the option to enter a description. It doesn't show the start and stop addresses because there are various ones. So we have a total of 3 drives we're going to add. This description is, I'm just going to enter in various trips, drives, save that. Then save this, and all those other 3 are all gone now. And if you go back to our screen, here they are. Here are the 3 entries: the 6.7, the 0.4, and the 0.5 miles. And now they've been entered as individual. If you tap on an individual one, you'll see the description entered. Now, let's see. Let's go back to the drives, and the other thing I want to show you: if there is a drive that you don't want in the list that's just not applicable to your business travel or something you don't want to record, you can just swipe from right to left and get the delete button and remove that. So that is the core of the feature. So this screen will get populated with your drives. You don't have to do anything, just enable the feature, and then at the end of the day or at the end of the week or whenever as you wish, come into this screen and record and approve, in a sense, your drives. They get then recorded, as we saw, into your log here, and you're done. Like I said, the interesting feature, which I definitely want to point out, is the ability to set a nickname or an optional name for a particular address. And then once you set that, the app will remember it and then populate it for you the next time you do it. So those particular addresses are familiar to the app and will show as the nickname rather than the particular street address. I hope that gives you, the only thing I didn't show was this map here. You can take a look at the from and the to location just by clicking on either button here and seeing exactly where it is to refresh your memory. If you don't remember where 54 Acton Street is, oh, you can take a look there and see, oh yes, I know where that is. That's where I stopped for gas in Maynard, Massachusetts. And this particular one, oh yes, this is when I visited the Target and did some shopping there. So in a sense, what I could do is I could do this. I can enter this as Target, and I can enter this as Cumberland Farms. Save that. Save this. And then there it is. We've got Target to Cumberland Farms. There's the distance. And there's the allowance. And that is the feature. If you have any questions, please email us at info@silverwaresoftware.com. All our help videos for all our apps are on our website. If you go to the silverwaresoftware.com, then our website, then the support page, then you'll see a link for help videos. This one will be listed, of course, there, as well as the other help videos. There's a video on getting started. There's a video on how to back up and restore, like I was doing to load those files to simulate the feature. There's a video on emailing and exporting reports, which is a great video as well when the time comes to do reports. So if there's any other questions, please email us at info@silverwaresoftware.com. And we also have a forum on our website. So if you go to silverwaresoftware.com and hit the forums link, you'll be brought to a user forum a very active forum where customers post and answer questions. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy this feature.